Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. In today's video, we're checking out a fluid head tripod from the folks at K&F. This is their 75-inch or 191 centimeter tripod. This is fully extendable. It's got a really smooth pan and tilt, which we'll showcase in just a moment. It's been a pleasure to use, and I've been using this a little bit over the last few weeks since they sent it out. It comes in this really great gig bag, as I like to call it, but it's really soft, sort of padded carry bag. And if you're looking for an affordable tripod, I think this makes a whole lot of sense. At the time of producing this video, this comes in at $159 US. And you might be saying, hey, that's kind of expensive for a budget tripod. It actually isn't, considering the build quality that we get. You can spend $1,000 on a tripod if you want, but most people have the inclination to spend a little bit less. And I think this represents one of the best value tripods I've used. And I'll talk about why first up. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I shoot a lot outside here, and the wind can kick up out of nowhere. I actually broke one of my mirrorless cameras because my tripod was crap at the time. The wind got a gust of it, tipped over, busted off the selfie screen. Something like this is going to be so much more robust against the elements if you're shooting outside. It comes in at just under 5 kilograms, or around 10 pounds or so, just under. And it's very heavy, which means you're going to get excellent stability out of this, and I'll showcase that in just a moment. The maximum payload for this particular tripod is 8 kilograms, which works out to about 17.6 pounds. So yeah, it can handle really large cameras, or if you've got something smaller like I do, it won't be a problem either. Before we get into this video, a huge thank you to K&F for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. They don't get to preview this video ahead of time. And like always, all thoughts are mine. I'm going to give you some things to think about if you're thinking about getting this particular tripod. But overall, so far, I'm really impressed. The first thing I really like about this tripod is the fact it can go from 91 centimeters at its smallest, like as you see it right now, all the way to 191 centimeters. And I'll show you how quick and easy it is to set up. Now, I'm just going to get this little tripod arm out of the way here, and then I'll give you an overview of this. But if we can lock this off, if you use these latches here, you can extend them like this, nice and fast, or anywhere in between if you don't want them to go the whole distance down, which is awesome. So that's kind of like the middle setting. So this is getting up to about 150 centimeters. As I bring this one down, you can see just how much larger this is, right? So yeah, this is so much taller than the one I've currently got, which was one of the reasons why I don't use this one a whole lot unless I'm using it in this exact scenario on a windy day. So yeah, you can get a sense of just how crazy tall this is, which is awesome. Now you might be thinking, how on earth do you reach the top here? All you have to do is bring this arm down to wherever you want it. You can extend it from here as well, make the arm a lot longer, and then you've got full control over it, which is pretty awesome. Now, let's say, for example, you don't want to set it up quite this tall, which is understandable. If you want, you can work from here. So you don't have to bring the small legs down first or up first if you're reversing it like this. So I can bring it like that. Or, of course, if I need to, I can put it anywhere in between, and these will lock off perfectly, and I'll show you that right now. So if I need to bring it up like this, I can lock it off, and I'm in business. There's also a spirit level on the back that shows you if you're balanced or not. Most cameras have that horizontal spirit level built into it anyway, but if you don't have that, you've actually got a tangible one right at the back here. If you just need to make a minor correction to the level, or if you just need to reposition the ball head, all you need to do is turn this under here, and just loosen it off clockwise, get it to where you need it, turn it back the other way, and it locks in perfectly. So yeah, it feels really robust. While this section of the tripod under here is plastic, it's hardened plastic, and it feels fine to my hand. This is a fluid head tripod, which means we can get really smooth pans and tilts. A pan is when you go left to right. A tilt is when you go up and down. Now, to unlock the pan, all you need to do is turn this little latch here on the back, and look how easy this is to move. I can just use my index finger to move it around like this, or my thumb, or a combination of either. It's super smooth, very responsive. All right, let's do some practical tests. So I've got the G9 Mark II on top of the tripod here, and we're gonna just do some basic pan tests to see how smooth the experience is and what kind of results you can get. So this is at 12 millimeters, f2.8. Go for it. It feels really nice so far. Has no problems keeping up. If I need to accelerate a bit, I can. And she stayed almost on the rule of thirds the entire time. Beautiful. All right, so this is 35 millimeters, f2.8. We're gonna do the same test here. All right, whenever you're ready. All right, nice. And nice and smooth, beautiful. Now, if you find this a little bit too easy to turn straight out of the gate, or depending on the rig you've got attached to it, what you can do is just turn this clockwise and it will add more tension, making it harder to turn. And you might prefer that depending on how much weight you've got attached to the tripod. If you don't plan on doing any sort of tilt and you just want to pan, then you can lock this all the way to the right and it will stop it from moving. The cool thing is though, you can also set the tension of how easy or hard it is to do a tilt. So right now I've got it set fairly firm. I have to push down a little bit harder, but if I bring it back even further, I'm back to the one finger or one thumb experience. And whether or not I got a camera on here makes no difference. It can be that easy, which is awesome. Now, while I am a southpaw, I still prefer using the tripod arm with my right hand for some reason. But if you want to use it on your left or with your left, then you can connect it over here nice and simply. All right, let's do a tilt test. So I'm going to unlock the latch on the left and we're going to move it up and then back down. You can get a good sense of how smooth this looks. So I've just unlocked it right now. Round is in the frame. As I move it up, the focus will go to the background. If it will, yep, there it goes. And back down. And this is at 35 millimeters, f2.8 on the G9 Mark II. All the IBIS settings are off and all that kind of stuff. You get a good sense of just how smooth you can get this to look. Releasing the plate is nice and simple. You just basically push here, loosen it here, and then bring it out and you're good to go. And this will give you both pins. So we've got a 1/4-20 and the larger one over here as well if you need it. And that's the bottom of the plate. And again, it's nice and secure. Once you slide it back in like this, turn this control, it basically locks in over here and it's not moving anywhere. It's so fast and easy to get out compared to the tripod I'm used to working with. So yeah, it's got a little grip on there as well, which is nice. So nothing's gonna slide around or basically damage the camera. If you don't plan on using this one, you can take it out as well, this larger of the two screws. Maybe the only ding against this tripod compared to others that I've tried is that we only get the rubber feet. Now, I'm okay with that. That works for most of my scenarios, but some of the tripods I've reviewed, even less expensive ones, sometimes come with those little pins that work great, or the little spikes that work great for using it on grass or dirt or whatever the case may be. So if you're looking for a tripod that does that, this might not be the right choice. K&F also included this little baggie here with 2 Allen keys and a little wrench for tightening things up if you need to. All right, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts here on the K&F 75-inch tripod. And there's a lot I like about this. One, it's nice and easy to set up. It's also nice and fast to set up, which is important for me. It's very sturdy and reliable, even outside on a really windy day like today. It's actually just calmed down a bit right now, but you saw the wind in certain sections of this video, I'm sure, and this would have no problems withstanding the elements in this sort of situation. I used it outside yesterday as of shooting this, and it had no problems at all, which is awesome. All the latches and everything feels really high quality. So no complaints there. While it is a little bit plasticky in some areas, no real issues in terms of how it actually functions. I love the fact that the plate is nice and quick to remove as well, so that's a bonus also. Having a tripod that can go as high as this, as I showed you earlier, is awesome. So if you plan on maybe working over a crowd, you'll be able to do that thanks to the extreme height of this. 1.91 meters, man, that's awesome. Or 1.9, whatever it was very tall either way. So yeah, it gets the big thumbs up there. Value for money, this is excellent value at 159 bucks. It's so much better than the one I'm using right now, which cost me the same amount of money about 14 years ago. So yeah, it's come a long way with what you can get for the dollar when it comes to tripods, but it is quite heavy. So while I won't be taking this overseas with me for all my local stuff here, I think I'll be sticking with this for a while, and you can be the judge what you think of the results from it. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let us know in the comment section, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.